What's going on, everyone? It's your boy James, Grundle's Garage, and we have another project in the works. Basically, what we are doing is we're taking this cruiser style bicycle that I got a long time ago. You guys know that I did a lot of work as far as welding in gussets and stuff like that, trying to really make it sturdy and strong for heavier duty motors and stuff like that. The issue is, though, well, the rear rim, and I want to be able to go a little bit quicker on this bike, so we have to go ahead and start thinking about some safety stuff, right? Because that's number one in the motorized bicycle community is our safety. Long story short, I want to put disc brakes on the back. So as you can see, I have like a slight little mock-up of what we plan on doing. I'm at the point now where all we need to really do is basically make a little cardboard cutout, and then we're going to go ahead and weld on a piece of metal right here. We'll drill some holes, and then we'll go ahead and get this all situated. Now, sounds super easy, right? Well, we got to make sure that that piece of metal that we weld in is completely perpendicular to our actual rotor. And that's the hard part, right? Especially when you go ahead and get a piece of metal and then you start welding it, things will move and stuff like that. So we're going to give it our best shot. Just taking a quick look, what we'll need to do right off the bat to help, I think, us get to that point is grind off these little loops right here. I think these are just for holding up a bicycle rack if you wanted to do something like that. So we're going to grind that off, then we're going to weld on our piece. I'll go ahead and fabricate that probably off camera just because I'll be able to do it more efficient in time and stuff like that. Anyways, taking a look at this specific rim. This is basically like the pair that you can get off of Amazon for a pretty good price. I think they go around 80 bucks. They might be a little bit more expensive now. When they first came out, they're a little bit cheaper, but I've had really good success with these rims. They're super heavy duty spokes. I want to say they're actually a gauge higher than the Gemini rims. So I don't know, seems like it'd be a pretty good move. Anyways, looking back to the rear, what I ended up having to do is I actually took this to a local bike shop and they flipped the axle completely around. And what that did was give me enough space on facing the left side for me to go ahead and get our sprocket and our actual rotor on there. If you buy this and you don't flip around the axle, it's going to be very much pushed over to the left, and then everything's not going to be aligned for an actual rotor. Now, you can run them without a rotor, probably pretty easy and stuff like that, but that's not what I wanted to do. I want to get a disc brake on there. So if you guys do want to go this route, it's not quite as easy as plug and play. I'm sure a lot of you folks out there already can do that kind of stuff on your own as far as flipping the axle around, but like I said, 20 bucks, I had the professionals do it, and I'm super happy that I made that move because everything seems to be lining up perfectly. So I don't think I have a ton to say besides that. Just a quick look. Not always the best representation on camera, but our alignment is pretty spot on. We're probably a little bit to the left, but we could probably fix that by getting a different sprocket, probably one of those flat aluminum ones. But I've really been noticing with the aluminum ones, man, they just wear down so fast. Anyways, guys, so that's really all I have to say about this little setup. I'm super excited. I hope that my welding skills and my eyeballing skills and my fabrication skills are going to be good enough to go ahead and pull this off. Like I said, it's going to be really getting that metal piece that we have to weld super perpendicular with the disc, and then we should be off to the races. So anyways, guys, stay tuned and we'll see how it all goes together. Alrighty, everyone, we are back, and well, I think we're going to have good success. I haven't actually tested anything yet, but here's kind of what I came up with right here. I have my bracket, went ahead and got it fairly ground down with my grinder to kind of match the dimensions that we need to fit this right here, which I'll show you in a sec. Got our holes punched through, got our bolts in, and I am not great at getting my holes punched in and getting them correct 100%, but I outdid myself on that one. So here's my thought process. I'm thinking that what we're going to do is we're going to actually keep this all on there. I have it loose right now, and we'll tighten that up once I go ahead and get my final snug and fittings. But I'm actually going to use the caliper itself to hold it on the highest point of the disc that I need, and that's going to give me nice security when I go ahead and throw my tack welds on. So I think we're going to be dang near what we need to do. It's going to be real close. So, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and tighten down the caliper. I have to kind of make sure that we're up high enough so that way we're not getting any catching on the top part of the caliper as we're, you know, spinning the wheel and everything like that. But, yeah, guys, overall, I think we're headed in the right direction. We'll see if we throw the tack welds on camera or not. Sometimes it's just better to not worry about 1,000 things and just take care of what I'm working on specifically at a given time. So with that's my plan. Is we're just going to go ahead and tighten this on there. Then we're going to go ahead and get it to where we need to be on this. And then bada bing, bada boom, throw on a couple tacks. And I think we'll be good, guys. I think we'll be good. It's going to be a learning curve for sure. But yeah, all right. All right. Cool. All right, guys, stay tuned. Alrighty, everyone. We got our gas all hooked up, ready to go, tested for flow. Everything should be basically ready to go. Second time I've ever welded on the Yes Welder DP200, so don't judge me too much. You can judge me a little. You can judge me all you want. It don't matter. We're just going to go ahead and throw on 2 tack welds right here and just kind of see how it goes. And after I run the 2 tacks, I'm going to let everything cool down. And then from there, we'll go ahead and do a spin test to make sure that we're not having any friction or anything like that. But I got everything pretty lined. I'm pretty happy with it. And yeah, guys, I think there's not really much else to say. Let's just go ahead and see what we can do. We got the ground connected up here. We should have enough connection. I wonder if I should start down here. It might be a little bit better. Alrighty. Gotta use that trigger. It's a little bit lighter trigger than the old other one. Alrighty, guys. Wish me luck. Alright. Gosh, that's so smooth compared to the old flux core. Alrighty. Well, let's go ahead and put this off to the side. Be gentle with it, but cool, guys. We did it. We tacked on some metal on metal. Get you guys over here. Not too close, I guess. Sorry, I gotta maneuver some stuff. Okay, well, there she be. I think I probably threw on a little bit bigger tacks than I would have liked. But you kind of hit the trigger and you just kind of start going. The reason why I'm tacking it and then going to do a little test on there for the spin and everything. Oh, shit, I guess might as well just try. Since you're here, right? Gotta go ahead and throw these off. Everything's probably smoking hot. Well, oh yeah, it's heated all the way up through here. Is that the right one? I think so. Oh no, I gotta grab the right one. Alrighty, guys, hold on. Let me go ahead and get set up. We'll do a better job at this. Alrighty, we're back. I had to go and find my handy dandy wrench right here. Careful because this thing is still blazing hot. I just got to loosen this one up because it's torqued down all the way. That was my leverage to keep it the way it is. So if we go ahead and loosen everything up now. Oh my goodness, guys. I think this might have worked. Alright, let's just say roughly right about there. I should just... This is just to spin test it to see how we did. You have a back one on here that loosens up that back piston a little bit, so I think, oh man, hot. Oh my goodness, guys, I think we did it. I'm so excited. I have been dreaming about doing this for such a long time. I've literally had so many dreams about it. Okay. Let's move our blocks of wood here. That's keeping this stationary. Oh, what are we rubbing on? Oh, you know what I think it is? I think it's, oh, you know what it is? Weirdly enough, it's actually the bolt right here that's catching right now. Sorry, I gotta be careful, things hot. So this bolt right here is rubbing just ever so slightly, I think. I think that's what we're getting caught on. Oh, we're getting caught on something else here. Oh, you know what? You know what it is actually? We're actually a little bit too far down is what it is with the caliper. But that's an easy fix. We'll go ahead and throw some washers under here. Okay. Okay, yep, that's what's happening. We're hitting right there is what's going on, which is fine. We'll go ahead and throw in some washers. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. And then we'll see if we can get a free spin here. Alrighty guys, we're back. I went ahead and threw on just some washers I had sitting around to raise up the rotor itself. And check it out, check it out. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. We're gonna have some disc brakes going on a cruiser bicycle. Sweet guys, I don't even know, I'm pretty excited. No rubbing, everything is perfectly straight, perpendicular because I was able to clamp it down. Wow. This is like kind of like the first like real fabrication I've ever done that's actually extensively had to make me think and stuff like that. So I'm absolutely to the moon, guys. I'm absolutely to the moon. What can I say? Let's just go ahead and do it one more time. Look at that. Oh, sweet. Thing is like butter too. Oh, sweet guys. I'm so excited. Okay, cool. I mean, so basically what I'm going to go ahead and do, guys, is I'll go ahead and show you the finished process, but I'm actually going to go ahead and remove everything now that I have the tacks on there. We'll go ahead and clean it up on this side. We'll go back on the other side. Boom, hit it up with some more welds. I'm going to remove the wheel and caliper and everything like that, just so I can get in there with the welder. So, sweet. Alrighty guys, stay tuned for the final product. Alrighty guys, we were back, did the deed, got it nice and welded on there. Overall, I'm very happy. This new welder is so much more smooth compared to that flux core. So, as you guys know, this is the second time I've ever used the welder. First time using it, I literally ran 2 beads. So, I'm gonna say, not bad, huh? Let me know. I'm just looking over to this side so you can kind of see how it looks. Did a little bit better on this side, obviously. The more you do it, the better you're gonna get, even in just in the small scheme of things. But we're pretty good on clearance and everything like that. And yeah, guys, I'm super happy. I'm not gonna lie, the wire spits out way faster on this welder than the other welder, so got some kind of big globs on there, but I guess if anything, it's nice and sturdy on there. Feels super good, like strength wise. I don't think we're gonna have to worry about like bending this, that's for sure. This thing is freaking on there. Cool guys, I think for now I got to go ahead and pick up the garage and all that stuff and put everything away, and we'll put it all back together, make sure that we didn't have any warping or anything like that. But this is a pretty significant, you know, slab of steel, so I doubt it. You can kind of see where I ran different spots, boom, boom, boom. That was just to keep the heat down. Then I put a fan on it just to let everything cool down, and then just kept repeating the process. So yeah, just a little bit of a tip, I guess. You know, I don't know if tips from beginners is always the best idea, but here we are. Cool guys. Well, we are going to have a disc brake on Kitsune now, so super excited. Now that we have that capability, we could probably run a much more robust motor on here and have a little bit of confidence with that as well. Everything turned out super well with this rim. Could not be happier with it. Like I said in the beginning, I just had to flip the axle around at a local bike shop, and then we've been cooking since. So, cool guys. This will probably be the end of this video, and maybe the next time you see me on this bike, we'll be ripping it up. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know, and I'll address those in the comments. Alrighty guys, thank you so much. It's your boy James, Grendel's Garage.